I make multiple six figures in my online business every single year, regardless of how much I work. And you know what? Making the first 10,000 is probably the hardest amount of money to make when you're starting off. But in this video, I'm going to show you what I would do if I had to start over and make my first $10,000. And you're not going to believe how easy this is. Let's talk about it. You ready to make money online? Like, share, subscribe. You know, most people overcomplicate making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. And it's really not as hard as you think. Here's the first thing that I would recommend you do. If you're working a 9-to-5 job and you want to make, let's say your goal is $10,000 a month and you don't know where to start, the first thing I want you to do is stop looking at the $10,000 number. You want to stop looking at that number. The reason you want to stop looking at that number is because and trust me, I've made this same mistake. When we look at that $10,000 number or that $20,000 number a month, the first thing we think of is, that's a lot of money. How am I going to be able to make that amount of money and I'm only able to make $1,500 a month right now? So eliminate looking at that large number. If you think about it, $10,000 a month is only $333 a day. Now, when you think about that, right? Think about 10,000 and then think about 333. Now, it might be hard in your mind right now to think of ways to make that 10,000, but it's a lot easier to make $333 in a day if that's the number that you focus on. So that's the first thing. You don't want to focus on the big number. You don't want to focus on that. And you don't even want to even psych yourself out and make yourself feel like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. That's not a lot of money. If that's a lot of money to you, then that means that it's bigger than you. Here's a lesson that I learned from the famous Myron Golden years ago. There is no amount of money that's too much or too large or too hard to get, because once it is, then it's bigger than me. Once it's bigger than me, then it's something that I'll always push off, that something that I can't attain, something I can't achieve, right? So you don't even want to think about the 10,000. You want to think about the $333 a day. Now let me break it down even smaller for you, just so you can see how easy this is. I just wanted to take a break from the video. How would your life change if you were able to make this in one day from only 2 people? I know it would change your life. Well, look, I'm having a free 5-day training. That's right, 5-day training where I'm going to show you how to make your first $1,000, $2,000, $500, whatever it is that you want to make while you sleep. I'm going to show you how to make that while you sleep on a 5-day free training. All you have to do is click the link in the description and register for the 5-day training. Now, this 5 seats will fill up fast. There's only 100 seats available. So if I were you and I wanted to learn how to make money online, I would click the link below and join this free 5-day training. I'll see you there. Now, after I show you this, making money online is going to be easy to you. It's going to be easy. What we look at is we look at this, right? But we just broke that down, right? $10,000 in a month is only $333 a day, right? So you want to focus on this number, not this number. You know, you hear people talking about every day, it's easy to make $10,000 in a month. It's easy to make $20,000 in a month. I'm going to show you why we can say it's easy. Now, when it comes to making $10,000 in a month, in a day, in a week, in an hour, whatever it is that however you want to make that 10,000, here's what you have to do. You have to start with the end in mind first. Literally, right? And work your way down. You don't want to ask yourself, what can I sell to make 10,000? Because you don't know. That's why making your first 10,000 online is probably the hardest when you're a beginner, when you're starting off, because you don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to sell. You don't know how to market. You don't know how to build an audience. So here's what I do. right? This is why it's easy for me to make $10,000 in a day, in a week, in an hour. Whenever I want to make $10,000, I know how to do it because I know the formula, right? So the first thing I think about is, okay, I'm not going to think about the 10,000. I'm going to think, what can I sell for $50, right? What can I sell for $50 that would make me that $10,000? Now, when you break it down even further, if I sold something for $50, I would only have to sell 200 units, right? So that would mean that if I sold 200 units of something at $50, I would make that $10,000. Now, doesn't that sound a heck of a lot easier in your mind versus what am I going to sell to make 10,000? That sounds a lot easier. And 200 units is not hard to, 200 units is not hard to sell at $50 if you're doing like a webinar and 400 people is on the webinar. If you're doing a training and 500 people is on the training. If you're doing a live masterclass and 1,000 people are on the actual masterclass. That's not hard to do. But here's where this number even gets more interesting. You have to know the formula. You have to break down the numbers. Not breaking down the numbers is the reason why you're not able to make money online that you want to make. Now think about this. How much would you have to work at your job in order to make $10,000 in a day? In a week? In a month? Most people that work a job, they're not even making $333 a day. Most people that's working a job, they're lucky if they're making $150 in a day. Right? So that's why knowing your numbers is what's crucial. This is why I can say, and I'm saying this again, I can say this with confidence. Making $10,000 in a day based on where I am and what I know is easy. It's easy. 200 units at $50 is $10,000. Now let's break it down even further. Let's say that I didn't want to sell something for, $50. Let's say I want to sell to less people. I add a zero and I sell something for $500. All I have to do is sell it to 20 people. Now that makes it even easier, right? Look, there are billions of people on Instagram alone. Billions of people. If you posted content in front of billions of people, you mean to tell me you wouldn't be able to get 20 people to pay for something or invest into something that costs $500? It's just simple math, right? It's just simple math. But you don't know what you don't know, right? So if you don't know this, all you're doing is you're looking at this number here, which makes it feel like it's impossible, right? So let's say that I want to break it down even more. Let's say that I want to sell something for $5,000. I would only have to sell it to 2 people. So now the question is, are you going to sell something for $50? Are you going to sell something for $500? Or are you going to sell something for $5,000? What would be easiest for you? Now, this is also the reason why knowing the math is one thing, but having the skill is another thing. Because being able to advertise, being able to market, being able to build an audience, being able to, sell done for you digital products, whether you're creating it or whether you're customizing a product that's already done for you. That's why it's a must that you have these skills, because without these skills, this number is going to always seem like too much. This number is going to seem like too much. And it doesn't matter what this number is or what this number is if you don't have the skills. And that's the reason why I'm doing my 5-day training, because I'm teaching you the skills. Also, that's the reason why I joined Digital Wealth Academy, which is also in the description, because it's going to give you the high income skills that you need to be able to make the $10,000 that you need to make. Because now you know how to make it. You know how to make it. Sell something for $50 to 200 people and you've made your $10,000. That is very simple to do. And that's why if I was starting as a beginner right now, this is what I would do. Now, let me break something down even further for you. Now, here's another mistake and another reason why it's so hard for beginners to make money online. Let me show you, right? So, give me a second. Okay, so here's the next thing, right? The reason it's so hard for you to make money is because you're looking at the method. You're looking at the vehicle, right? You're looking at, okay, if I want to make $10,000 in a month and I now know that I only have to sell 200 units at $50, what vehicle am I going to choose? Am I going to choose Amazon? Am I going to choose affiliate marketing? Am I going to choose drop shipping? Am I going to choose e-commerce? Am I going to choose digital products? Am I going to choose YouTube automation? Right? Which method am I going to choose? Well, I don't know which method I'm going to choose. So, I may even try to stick my toe in, at Amazon. I'm going to try Amazon for a little bit. Oh, that doesn't work. Well, let me try affiliate marketing a little bit. Oh, well, that doesn't work. Well, let me try drop shipping and e-com and YouTube automation and digital products. And, you try all of these different things and they don't give you an immediate result. And what you do is you skip on to the next thing that looks easy. Let me break something down to you. All of these methods work. All of these ways of making money online or offline works. I know people that are doing every single one of these methods to make money online and they are working. Now, the ones that I've touched I've done all of these, right? But the ones that I'm focusing on now is these three. These are the three that I'm focused on now. I sell physical products, I sell digital products, and I have a few cash cow YouTube automation channels. So these are the three that I'm focusing on. But I started with one. But that's not my point. I don't even know why I just told you that. I shouldn't have told you that because that's just going to confuse you. Here's my point. You want to stop looking at the method. Forget about the way that you're going to make the money. And here's what you have to do. You have to solve a problem, right? That's what you're doing. That's how you're going to make the $10,000 a month, by solving a problem. Forget the method. Forget the vehicle. The vehicle doesn't matter. You want to solve a problem because your solution to someone's problem, that's a business. Amazon is only Amazon, but Amazon has products that solve a problem for someone else. Affiliate marketing, they have products that solve a problem for someone else. Digital marketing, e-commerce, they have products that solve a problem for someone else. So you don't even want to think about the method. You don't want to think about the 10,000. You want to only think about this and this. And as long as you're thinking about this and this, you'll be able to make that $10,000 in a month like this. It's not difficult. But in order to solve a problem, you are going to need high income skills. And therefore, you're going to need a course, a mentorship, a community, something that's going to give you the skills. It's a fact. It's a fact. Because think about this. If I decided to go outside right now and fix my car, and I don't know what I'm doing, what am I going to do? 9 times out of 10, I'm going to mess that vehicle up. Right? If I wanted to fix my car, I'm either going to do one of two things. I'm going to take it to a professional that already went to school, that already has the knowledge, that already has the skills, aka a mentor. It wouldn't be called a mentor in that case, but depends on how you look at it. I'm taking it to someone that's knowledgeable, that knows more about me, that is a mentor. I'm going to take my car to a mentor and let them fix it. Or I'm going to go to school or buy a product or invest to learn how to fix cars so I can solve my own problem. So this is why I can't understand when people say courses are a scam. How can courses be a scam if courses are teaching you the necessary skills that you need to solve a problem and to make the money that you want to make? Granted, you've probably been scammed before. Somebody has probably scammed you, but that does not mean that every course, product, mentorship is a scam. That doesn't mean that. In fact, what it really means is you're the scam. If you think about it, because anytime that you blame someone else, anytime that you make promises that you don't keep, you're scamming yourself and everybody else around you. But let's take it even deeper. What a scam means. Still confused about money. So, an opportunity that's going to give you the high income skills that's going to teach you how to make $10,000 a month. How can that be a scam? Is the program the scam that's working for multiple people? If I were talking about Digital Wealth Academy working for over 100,000 people, or are you the scam because you're still confused about money? This is how I would make $10,000 in a day, in a week, in a month, ladies and gentlemen. It is not difficult. It's not difficult at all, not even a little bit. All you have to do is you have to know the math. You have to break down the math. You have to know how to solve a problem. This is also why I recommend done for you digital products, because you don't even have to create the product as a beginner. All you have to do is customize the product. Literally taking someone's name off who created the product and putting your name on the product. That's all you have to do. So, now that you know this, you now have no excuse to be able to make the money online that you want to make. The first thing that you have to do is you have to figure out how much money you want to make in a month. The next thing, how much are you going to sell something for, and how many people do you have to sell it to get that number that you want to make in a month? Then you're going to realize that you're solving a problem. You're not worried about Amazon. You're not worried about digital. You're not worried about YouTube automation. You're not worried about the vehicle. You're only worried about solving a problem. And last but not least, you're realizing, and you now know, that a course that gives you the high income skills that you need to make this money to be able to do this is not a scam, and you're the scam because you're still confused about money. And I don't mean that in, to talk bad or say anything negative to anyone. These are facts. What I'm stating is facts. And my life didn't change until I understood these things that I just broke down in this video. So you have a choice. You can click the link below and fast track your way to success. Now that you know this, because I have done for you digital products, and I have Digital Wealth Academy down there that will give you skills, or I have my free 5-day training down there that's going to also give you skills. So the question is if you don't take action right now, that means that you're still confused about money and you're not willing to make the money, nor you're not willing to solve a problem. And this is the way to make $10,000 in a month, in a day, in a week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Continue to follow me on the videos now. If you're still watching, I've changed up from doing a video every day to doing a video 3 days a week. So now I'm going to post videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That gives me some time to be able to come up with great content for you. Now, I apologize for this video being so long, but it was necessary for me to put all of this in here. So you have a great day. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.